And let's get started, shall we? So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the one-shot of Masks. For those of you who do not know, Masks is a role-playing game about being a superhero, but also being a teenager and trying to establish an identity for yourself in a world where, you know, people keep telling you who you're supposed to be, because that's what people do to teenagers. Or at least that's what every millennials should do this, or are killing the diamond industry, or something article tells us. So that's the game. The city of Halcyon City that it takes place in has had superheroes for multiple generations now. Bronze, Silver, the Golden Age, the Silver Age, and the Bronze Age have happened, and these four are members of the New Age of superheroes. That is to say, they don't really know what the fuck they're doing yet, or what they're defined by. Where's the alerts and why they're not showing up? It's because they're at the bottom. Thank you for the £5, Blankford. I appreciate it, buddy. £10 indeed.
Oh.
So, before we get into the game itself, let's go around and just say hello to our cast members. Then we'll actually introduce the characters and all that sort of jazz. But first of all, Jenny, we've never seen your face on stream before. So who the fuck are you? I don't think so.
Oh, okay. Yeah, no, I've only been on, like, Encounter and Roleplay. I haven't actually been on this one yet. Hi, I'm Jenny. I have a face.
We're glad you have a face,
Face.
Jenny.
It's
Yeah.
useful. There is
Yeah.
nowhere to follow you on the internet, is there?
I do not have any internet things, really. I mean, I have a Facebook and a Tumblr, but I'm not going to give those to the internet, so...
That's fair. I've seen both of them. You shouldn't.
Thanks, Ben.
Very shameful.
Also, you pronounced my name wrong on chat. It's Carajo, not Carajo. You're pronouncing it wrong.
Carajo sounds more fun, though.
Yeah, but you're wrong.
I mean,
That's not my name.
But do I care, though? That's fine. All right, going round. Ben, we know you. You're a regular, but say hello to the world.
Ben.
Hi, everybody. I don't know if anyone's actually seen my face, so here it is.
No,
There you
that
go.
is your face.
That is indeed a face.
Been seen my face,
I have. We did used to go to school together.
unfortunately.
Many years ago now. More years than I think we care to remember. One sec. I am putting out a tweet. So Chris, say hi, and if you do things.
Hi, I'm Chris. I've started streaming.
Padford.
Yay!
However, I've only streamed like 3 times because stuff comes up. I usually ride motorbikes round fast corners at like 60 degrees lean, and then work out, oh my god, my elbow was like 4 inches off the ground, and scare myself silly. It's a good time.
Fair enough.
That sounds scary.
That is scary.
You're a crazy man.
I only fall off
Offering to
at
pick
slow
someone up from the
speed.
airport on that bike.
I have done that, but the scary thing is, like, on my road bike, I'm really safe and it's fine. On my track bike, at high speeds, I'm totally fine. If I'm not moving, there's a 50% chance I'm going to fall off.
Okay.
That's epic.
I have done that in front of a world champion bike racer, and yes, I did go immediately home afterwards.
Oh dear.
That's fine.
Oh god.
Okay. Last but not least, Sophie. Who are
Hello.
you? You have a stream and things.
I have
Say
a
hi.
thing. Hello. My Twitter name and Twitch name are the same because I'm an
Branding.
organized person.
Consistent branding.
Oh yeah.
Unlike everyone else.
Yeah. So I did do the
What?
streams and then I didn't. So
Yeah. Well,
school. I mean university. I want to go.
School, you're not that young.
I want to be that young again.
you really don't.
No.
Oh, apparently I've spelled Christmas wrong in my stream goal.
Yeah. I said that this
Yeah.
morning. It's Christmas.
I missed
How do you
that.
spell Christmas wrong, Finn?
I don't know.
You missed out the M.
Using only. I did indeed. I missed out the space and the
Christus.
M. Can I edit that without? No, I have to end the goal and then restart the fudge. Fuck
Just
it.
leave it. Just leave it. Just leave it. It's
I'll
fine.
deal with it later. Remind me after this is done.
Oh my god.
So,
Hop's gonna go crazy.
she will. I'll do it in a break. We're gonna take relatively regular breaks in this just to give Because we have so Jenny and Sophie are part of my regular role-playing game group. We play a game called Blades in the Dark together. Where
We used to play Godbound.
we did
Godbound was the best.
Yeah.
we played a
what
couple
happened to
sessions of
that?
Godbound, but it's kind of fallen apart, or because we actually our fourth player for Blades is regularly available, so we're like, well, let's do that one because we have that. So at the moment, Jenny's character has been languishing in a dark, deep pit for a very long time. But yes, so they're rather experienced role players. But Chris and Ben, this is your very first time doing such things, so it's all very exciting. But then again, not a single one of us have played Masks before, so
Nope.
That's really good.
yeah. I know I can do that, Hop, but just, yeah. It'll take time, that I'd rather just get started. Anyway. So. Lovely people. As I said, the game Masks is about saving the city of Halcyon and also working out who the hell you are in the face of all of that. But to do those things, we have to meet our team, our Teen Titans-esque team of young superheroes who are out to figure out what the fuck is going on and also punch some bad guys and kiss some attractive people that they are interested in. Well, that's more the Beacon's thing, but hey. So let's go in the opposite order this time, and we'll meet our four characters. So Sophie, why don't you tell us about Keone, the
So
outsider?
Uni is so she's an alien from another world, a glacial planet. I have already forgotten the name that you came up with for that.
Athisia
My
or
bad.
something, wasn't it? Isn't it on your?
Yeah.
It's on your character sheet. Look it up.
I know.
I'm just
I need a
gonna.
second screen. I missed my old second screen. But yeah, so she's like an alien. She's bronze skinned and she's got like shimmery snowflakes on her shoulders and stuff. And she's got bluey white hair and really unusual blue eyes. And yeah.
So I'm just gonna link in chat the Actually, I'm gonna set up a command. Exclamation point masks. The playbooks that we're all playing.
Oh yeah, that would be a good idea.
Add. So. Keone is specifically a playbook called The Outsider, which is a playbook devoted to you're an alien visiting this planet and you don't really know what the fuck is up, but you're real excited to be here. You might pretend you're not, but you kind of are. And it's meant to kind of evoke Starfire from Teen Titans or Miss Martian from Young Justice, and it's a cool playbook. And yeah, so I have a quick question about Keone. So when you say bronze skin, do you mean like she's got a tan, or do you mean like literally metallic
No, I mean
bronze?
like she's literally metallic bronze. Yeah.
Dope. Okay.
Nice.
Tell us why Keone has come to this planet. You have each of you have 5 questions on your playbook, right?
Yeah.
So let's
You
go.
want to read them out, basically.
Let's go through those.
Okay.
So what are your questions? If I can actually put these up myself. I could.
So yeah, where does she come from? So yeah, glacial planet called Athisia. How are we saying that?
I'm going with Athisia, I think.
Yeah, Athisia. Okay. So yeah, my inspiration for that is if anyone's ever watched Doctor Who, like the planet Midnight was my inspiration there.
Fair play. Fair play.
Yeah. So yeah, why did she come to Earth? So everything on her planet, I imagine it as being like really well run and like people are literally born as one dice sort of thing. So it's always consistent. And she kind of wanted to go out and see what the other planets were like. And like Earth is obviously crazy and people have friendships. Like on her planet, she doesn't even have friendships. Like they have like, you know, they give birth and then they're like, okay, we're going to go off and do our own thing again.
It's a very utilitarian, efficient society. Fair enough.
That's the one, yeah.
Okay, so why do you want to stay on Earth for now, at least?
So she's enjoying these friendships.
Fair.
And humans are very interesting to her. So she was like, yeah, I'm going to stick around with these weirdos for a while. And she just wants to experience something different and not have the pressure of being perfect.
Fair. Okay, so why do your people want you to come home?
Because obviously it's utilitarian and they're like, you have a place here. You need to come back and fill that place and do your job.
Fair
And
enough.
she's like, no.
So,
Yeah.
okay. So for some reason they can't just go, well, we'll just have another one. It's like, no, we got to get her back.
Yeah,
okay.
because she was like bred for a purpose.
And no one's doing that purpose right
alien
now.
wit.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
All right. So maybe it's like the actual making of a person from Athisia. It's not 9 months. It's like it takes years, and that's why we have to very carefully time cycles of populations. So it's like they can't just go and put someone back in your place, because getting someone to mature, like having a baby, takes a very long time in that world.
I imagine they use genetics as well.
Fair enough.
Create the perfect
babby.
Well, for that role, yeah.
Yeah. And finally, why do you care about the team?
So, she's made these friends, and she's like, I've never felt this before. I like these people. I want to protect them.
Okay.
I want to. Yeah.
So, then the important ones are what superpowers does Keone have, and what does her super suit look like? Actually, no, don't tell me about the super suit. We'll get a dramatic shot of them later. So, just what superpowers does Keone have?
Okay, so she's got a Kirby craft, which is a little alien spaceship.
Okay.
I kind of imagined it as just kind of like almost like a silver pod, and then it's got camouflage and all this. And the trouble is, it has a bizarre fuel source.
Okay, that'll be interesting.
Yep.
So you have 3 moves from there. So you have the Kirby craft, which is a sort of silvery pod thing. What other moves have you taken?
So I think she's telepathic. Like, I think that was one.
Oh, well, so you start with you can fly and you're pretty tough, and then you get 2 superpowers, which I think you took telepathy and mind blast, and then stunning, beauty, or pheromones. So Keone is hot, basically.
Essentially.
Good, strong place. And then for your outsider moves, you've taken the Kirby craft, and then have you picked the other 2?
I picked Belonging to Worlds.
Okay, so you can tap alien resources. We won't get too into depth of them because we'll see that in play.
Yeah,
what's the other one you've taken?
The best of them. So you just roll freak instead of mundane.
Okay, cool.
Supporting, which is again.
As you bring up freak, I will just briefly mention stats. So there are 5 stats in this 5? Yeah, 5 stats in this game. Danger, freak, savior, superior, and mundane. Whereas in most games, when you have stats, it's like you have 20 strength, which means you can lift 20 strength worth of stuff. This game, stats are more about both your own self-perception and your perception of other people. It explains how, in comics, even though Hawkeye is like a normal dude with a bow and arrow, he can take on Scarlet Witch every now and then, because at some point his like superior is just higher than her freak. He views himself and the world views him as dangerous enough such that he can take on people who are way more powerful than him. Because superhero fiction isn't about objective power rankings, really. It's about emotional states and those sorts of things. So danger represents how dangerous people view you and how competent they view you in a fight, that sort of thing. Very high danger means that people go, that person is fucking terrifying to have around, but people are like, but you go like, I can throw down. I can throw down with supervillains. Freak represents how empowered you are, but also represents how far away you are from normal humanity. So you might have crazy ass superpowers and you might feel very in control of them if you have a high freak, but everyone goes, that person could kill me with a thought, and that makes me uncomfortable. Savior is about how much of a kind of both how much you view yourself as a champion, but I'm trying to remember what a high savior equates to. Actually, I can't remember now. The labels. Savior, seeing yourself as defending, guarding, protecting, and stalwart. Other people see you as a savior when they think of you as noble or self-sacrificing, or a bit overbearing and moralizing. So it's the Captain America stat. Superior is seeing yourself as smart, capable, crafty, and quick. Other people see you as superior when they think you're the smartest person in the room, or whether you're an arrogant and egotistical jerk. So that's the Tony Stark stat. And finally, there's mundane, which is about how normal you are. So the high mundane is seeing yourself as normal, human, empathetic, and understanding. Other people see you as mundane when they think of you as all too normal and uninteresting, but also comprehending and sympathetic. So Peter Parker would often have quite a high mundane. It's about how much you can relate to normal people and also to other people. Like, the other stats set you apart from humanity. The mundane stat links you to it. These stats can fluctuate across over the course of play, depending on who has influence over you. And all adults have influence over these 4 characters by default, because it doesn't matter how much you dislike them. Unfortunately, role models have an impact upon us. But okay. So anyway, that's the stats. We've met Keone. Let's talk about Paladin. Chrissy B.
Yeah.
Why don't you
Okay.
tell us what kind of Paladin is and is about, and then we'll go through your questions.
So, Paladin is part of a legacy that's actually been going on for 400 years. He is the next son in line. And so he comes in, and when he becomes of age, he gets his divine armor. He gets his powers and all of that. The problem is, it is well known with him that their line is losing their powers. Like when the first one came, he was just totally OP, could level anything and save the world, which he did. But the latest one, Azrael, doesn't have that. He's 19 years old now, and he's just mighty. That's all he is. So he's feeling a little insecure about himself. And he's the 7th in there. So he's also he totally understands the fact that he needs to defend the city because that's what his family does. But he doesn't know if he wants to do that.
So I'm curious, is it does he defend people out of a sense of duty? Or does he like the idea of being a hero but wants to be a hero on his own terms, not as Paladin?
He does it out of a sense of duty.
Okay.
Since he was born, it was you will be defending this city. Here are the lessons you need for defending the city. So
you're inheriting a family business, not you want to be a superhero.
Yeah.
Okay. That's fine.
Although
that's kind of what the legacy is all about, is that it's this mantle passed from father to son, or however it moves down, and you kind of just get chosen for the work. So you have to contend against that. Well, that's interesting. Okay. Shall we go through your questions?
Yeah, can do.
First quickly, so your playbook, they have sets of powers they choose. So the Paladin power set that you chose was divine armor, magic weaponry, mythic might, legendary speed, and godlike beauty. Very Shazam-esque. Which of those does this specific Paladin have?
So he has divine armor, magical weapons, and mythical might.
Okay, so you have big swords, plate mail, and you can hit real hard. But
yeah,
you aren't super hot, and you don't run like the Flash.
No.
Cool. Okay, so your questions are: when did you officially become a part of your legacy?
So I became a part of my legacy when I turned of age at 18.
18. Okay.
Yeah, so Azrael's now 19, so that was about a year ago.
Okay, so you haven't been doing this very long, right?
Yeah.
What is the greatest accomplishment of your legacy?
That was when the original Paladin saved the entire world from an alien invasion single-handedly.
That's pretty sweet.
And that's kind of where it comes from. Of it is expected that our family just defends the world. It's what we do. Because of that, we've got high standards thrust upon us.
Fair. Okay. So how does the public perceive your legacy?
It perceives us really well. Every generation has done its bit and always triumphed. We've got full access to the city's banks. If we need anything to help defend it, we get it.
I'm wondering if that's because both in terms. I think this might be. This is a bit of pushback here from me, because I don't want to just say you get everything you want all the time, because that's not a good place to start. But
I was going to say we've got to prove ourselves.
Yeah, I think
I'm totally unproven.
Yeah, because simultaneously, as the legacy's power is waning, so is their kind of external influence. Would be a good narrative parallel. So as you build up in power as a singular hero, the legacy's reputation and ability to kind of go, hey, fucking give me some money because I need to buy this stupid thing to save the world. And they're like, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Also, because you are totally an unknown, and because we have moved from the age of like the last kind of paladin that people really remember was like a Bronze Age hero, and we've moved into like our modern media circle. You are totally called Kid Paladin in like the hero tabloids. That is a thing that happens to you.
Yeah.
Because they don't. People are a bit fuzzy on exactly. Oh no, they're all paladin. So they're like, okay, well there was a paladin, and now there's a smaller one, so he's Kid Paladin. Which, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And how does your legacy tie into your reasons for being a hero? So we discussed that. It's a sense of duty.
Yeah, it's
Being
you
pressured
are the
into it.
next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and why do you care about the team?
So I care about the team because I have a friend in the team. I met Day a while back when I was training.
We've lost your camera, by the way, Chris.
You've lost my camera. Oh dear.
Where did we put it?
But
It's £150 worth of camera and it is shockingly bad.
Oh, crap.
I'll have to unplug that and plug that back in. Give me a second.
No worries. But so you were friends with Ben's character Ursa Day, who's known as Day to her friends. And you've kind of met them, and as far as I remember, you've met them, and they're like, "Oh, these people don't break." That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like this.
So that's you. We'll move on from you while you're fixing your camera. If you could just mute your mic while you're fiddling around with cables, that'd be great. Oh,
I should be
that's
back.
fine. Oh, you're good. It's all good.
Woo.
Okay. So next on my list, I have Ben. Tell us about Ursa Day.
So, as today, the Bull playbook,
Is the bull, right?
female, very few memories of childhood. I'm not even sure if she had. She was basically put together by an unknown organization, possibly government, or at least close to that scale. All we know is the logo.
Yes. Have you got a thing in mind of what the logo looks like?
I do, but I don't have a way of showing it at the moment.
I mean, just a description or a comparison would
So-
be good.
It's sort of a cross, but with triangles
Okay.
in towards the middle.
Okay.
That makes sense.
I think I have a picture. Okay, so just to briefly say to chat, the bull is a sort of Wolverine or X-23 kind of playbook. This is a person who has kind of been experimented on or gained their powers through an external person changing them fundamentally and training them. They are incredibly strong, durable, and fast. Then they've got mad fighting skills. But at the same time, they've also, because that process wasn't necessarily comfortable or pleasant, they have withdrawn into themselves somewhat. And as such, they have a very specific thing about them called the bull's heart, which is where not many people can get through to the bull, but two people in the world matter a huge amount to them. They have a love and a rival. This doesn't mean that like the rival is a person they hate and their love is a person that they have to have sex with. But they are people that the love is a person that the bull feels like genuine warm feelings towards, and the rival is a person they must impress or beat or show off how good they are towards them. We'll hear more about exactly how that works from Ben in a moment. But Ben, let's go through your question, shall we?
Okay.
So, who changed you, this unknown organization, with that logo? Yeah. How did you escape from them?
So mid to or towards the end of one of the surgeries, I woke up. Clearly, they'd either messed up the anesthetic or developed something of resistance. But either way, I woke up, panicked, sort of half delirious, fight my way out past the doctors who was working on me, out into like these long white corridors. I'm running down these things, trying to find a way out.
We discussed
I'm going past like vats and stuff.
Yeah, we discussed a dope like sequence of panels where we see like Ursa Day stumbling out of a hospital room, and then her like slamming her hand down on a wall, and the panel would show like her leaning against it weakened, and the logo in big and bold next to it, and then the next panel would be just the logo, her gone, and a bloody handprint on the wall where she was leaning, which I think is great. Okay, so who outside of the team tries to take care of you now?
So after I escaped, I spent quite a long time sort of lost in the forests, the mountains that their base was in. I eventually stumbled out some fields, tried to climb the fence, only to get electrocuted and passed out. Woke up to find the old man who owned the farm. He'd been trying to take care of me.
Okay.
And ever since then, I've stayed with him and helped out on the farm and kept him company.
Okay. So at some point during that time, I believe your story is that you kind of worked the farm with them for a while, but you eventually moved to Halcyon City for one reason.
That was when the Paladin,
yeah,
Chris's character, he similarly got lost, found the farm.
Yeah.
In exchange for directions, he worked out.
Yeah, you went like, oh wait, I'm not a total freak. There's this weirdo in shining golden plate mail or whatever the hell Paladin's look is, with like giant magic swords. Let's go. Okay.
Yeah,
but
we got on basically because I realized I couldn't break him by just like touching him.
So you and this we need to come up with a name for your friendly old man, because he will be around somewhere in Halcyon City these days for some reason.
I did have a name.
Well, just note it down. But yeah, he's because that must be an interesting relationship where he feels very protective of you, but you sometimes think you can't get too close to me because I might accidentally snap you.
Yeah.
But for now,
it was interesting at first.
Why does Ursa want to be a hero? Why does she try to be a hero?
So obviously I've realized I'm not quite like anyone else, or most people, and I'm afraid that I will hurt the people around me.
Okay.
So I want to train, basically become better at controlling myself, my strength, and I want to make sure that other people know that they don't have to be afraid of me.
Okay. So it's proving that you aren't a monster to both yourself and other people. Okay. Cool. And finally, why do you care about the team?
So obviously, Paladin was the one who first introduced me to the city. Yeah, he brought me there.
Okay.
And the others, after meeting the others as well, these people with incredible powers around my age, it feels great to finally have people I can spend time with and not worry about hurting.
Cool. Okay. Sweet. Okay, I think we'll actually discuss moves when we're actually in game, because I don't think going through them all is that interesting to us or the audience. All right. I'll ask you about your love and your rival once we've done introductions for everybody. I think that's the best way to do it. Or maybe after we do when our team first came together, because that'll give us a nice little okay, we've got a story here. Let's. All right. So finally, last but by no means least, because I believe you're kind of. We had a very brief discussion, but at least the most OP person in the group, Jenny. Tell us about Graviton.
Yeah. As a massive physics nerd, I have picked the Nova playbook, which is basically the Jean Grey All About Power playbook. So the Nova is OP, but OP means collateral damage. So
hell, your
times.
Your powers are charged by emotional trauma.
Yes, they are.
Most rolls in this game, for context, require you to roll plus your label. So if you want to roll to control your powers, you roll plus your freak. But the Nova has a very specific move where they have to charge their powers up so they can use these burn moves that do crazy powerful things. But the roll for that is you roll plus conditions suffered, which is things like whether you're angry, terrified, guilty. So you roll plus the emotional damage that has been dealt to you to use your powers as a Nova.
Yep.
So
I'm basically playing Gravity Elsa, because I picked gravity manipulation is my power, hence the nerd name of Graviton, and my character's real name is Johanna Schwarzschild. She's German. And if any of you know physics things, then the Schwarzschild radius is a black hole thing. So I'm a nerd. There'll be lots of nerd references in this.
Oh, good. It's going to be like, if anyone in the chat has, or you guys have read the Air Gear manga, what we're going to do is we're going to take real physics and then stretch it till we can make a giant railgun based off roller skate technology.
Yeah,
Oh my
basically.
God.
That is a
Okay.
thing that happens in that manga. It's amazing and ridiculous. Okay, so Graviton, when did you first use your powers?
When she was quite little, so she was having an argument with her mother, who is a theoretical physicist, the descendant of that Schwarzschild. She was arguing with her mom about how her homework wasn't good enough or something, and she just got a bit mad, and things broke a bit, as they do. She was like having a little 5-year-old tantrum. Well, she probably wasn't 5. She was probably like 7 or 8. She was having a tantrum, as small children do, but turns out her tantrums make things break a lot, and that was a problem.
Just a tad, yeah.
Just a tad.
Okay, so I'm presuming this happened at roughly the similar time, but who was the first person you accidentally hurt with your powers?
This was at a similar time. This was her little brother, who is called Amory. They were playing with some toys, and Johanna accidentally crushed his legs by making the toys they were playing with really, really heavy. And she crippled her little brother.
Snap.
Oh, light and fluffy stuff going on right here.
Yeah!
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So who outside of the team helps you control your power?
That would be her mother. Her mother is called Gwen, Professor Gwen Schwarzschild. She, as soon as there was a little outburst when she was 7 or 8, her mom, as a respectable physicist, went, well, this is a good scientific proposal for my research, and turned Johanna and her powers into her pet project of how to fix her, because Johanna breaks everything, so her mom just wants to fix her. Yeah.
It would be nearly cute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, so why do you continue to use your powers?
Well, to start off with, it was because her mom told her to. Like, she was a kid, her mom told her to do a thing, she did the thing. And then she felt really bad about all the people that she hurt and all the things that she broke. And she was feeling really angsty, and she was like, you know what will make me feel better? If I beat up some supervillains.
Okay, I'm just making some notes, sorry, so do excuse my typing because I'm not muted right now. I don't believe. I'm not. Okay, final question. Why do you care about the team?
Because they protected me from the authorities. I'm not exactly sure of exactly all the details of when or how this happened, but I was probably fighting some dude, and I broke some things because that's how it works. And they turned up and were like, we'll fix everything, it's fine. So now we're friends. That's I haven't really got everything sorted there in my head, but they protected me from being in trouble about breaking things.
Okay, so I have a question. Did
Yes.
you try to be a superhero before you met this lot?
I think so, yes. I think
Okay.
she did.
Okay, then tell me very briefly, because this is a question that is influencing my actual prep for this. So tell me briefly, in your first like superhero outing, you had a fight with some supervillain. Because the Nova isn't going around doing little shit. She's not
No.
dealing with muggings, because
No.
you control a fundamental force of creation.
Yes,
you
I
take
do.
on the big stuff. So
Yeah.
tell me who you fought and what didn't necessarily go right.
Okay. Oh, balls. Now I have to think something.
I can give you a moment to finish. Think about it, because I can do a quick whip round of like I'll ask each of you a question about it.
Yeah, if you give me a sec to think of that, I will
Okay.
pull some bullshit
Okay,
out of
so
my butt.
cool. You think about that. We're gonna do when our team first came together. So then I'll go around and ask each of you a question. I think about what's happening with you. Paladins is probably going to be about the things he fucked up with. That I know he has some stuff prepared for, so that can be ready. I'm not sure what I'm going to ask Keone and Well, no, I think I might have an idea for Keone that I'm going to make her decide.
Oh no.
And then I'm going to have another question. I'll think of something for you, but I'll try and give you some warning. But let's do when our team first came together. So every playbook has a question for that they get to answer on behalf of the team's origin story. So I'll start with the bull because you're at the top. So, when the team first came together, you defeated a dangerous enemy. Who or what was it?
Oh god, I'm on the spot now.
Yeah, this is your one. You can all see your question on your playbooks, by the way. So if you want to prepare, they are available. But yeah, this is the team's origin story. Did you guys settle on a name? I know I was suggesting the Halcyon Heavyweights.
We did not settle on a name, to my knowledge.
Okay. Yeah. So your question is.
Best and only suggestion.
Sorry.
Yours is the best and pretty much only suggestion.
I think Fate's Custodians was suggested by Chrissy. Chris even. Sorry, I keep calling you Chrissy because of your username, but it's yeah. So the dangerous enemy. Who or what was it? Today, when you had your unifying moment.
I think I'm gonna go. Damn. I really wasn't ready for this.
It's okay. It's okay. Okay, so is it gonna be like a big scale supervillain? Is it gonna be like?
I think we're gonna have to go. We're gonna have to go with a classic, classic giant robot.
A giant robot. Okay.
Yeah.
We
literally fought the Power Rangers.
Okay. So like, is this a giant robot that was like sent by someone? Is this like a mad scientist character?
This is sort of mad scientists work together with a couple of other, grunts. They've built this giant robot giant team of robots that comes together. They're literally the Power Rangers, but evil.
Okay, so they fought and defeated a giant robot sent by what we need a stupid evil scientist name, guys. Doctor. I'm gonna call him Dr. Cecilius.
I was thinking Dr. Nefarious, but that's where
You're such a dick.
Yeah, that's a thing already. So you fought and defeated a giant robot sent by Dr. Cecilius to rampage across the city. Okay, so that's you. So next on my list, as I scroll down, is the legacy. So Chris, actually this one I think I'll save for the end because I think it's a good one to hear at the end. So it's the question is, all things considered, we did well and impressed an established hero. Who was it? But let's hold on that because some of those might be made more interesting by the other answers. So Graviton. The team destroyed their surroundings in the fight. Where was it, and what did you all destroy?
We destroyed the town hall.
Okay.
This was like it was a giant robot, right?
Yeah.
Giant robot coming down the main street of the city towards the town hall. Robot falls on top of the giant town hall and crushes it. With people inside because it's the town hall. It's busy.
Mm-hmm.
So that's what we destroyed.
Okay.
And a lot of people were not happy about that. I mean, this is Halcyon City where they're kind of used to it, but of all the things to destroy, we picked our fights.
That's a symbolic thing. Okay. Sophie.
Hello.
At first the team didn't trust each other, but that changed. How and why? That's a hard one, actually.
Yeah, are we talking before or after this fight? I'm guessing it would be before.
Yeah, so I guess like at first you kind of either at some point during the fight you met up or something on those lines, and you didn't trust each other, and then by the end of the fight you did.
Okay, maybe we all tried to take it on like individually, and then we were like, oh, there's other people trying to fight this robot as well. And I don't know, maybe we all just kind of came together and like, as the robot was hitting someone else, like someone saved them, and then that person was then targeted, and then we just all saved each other because that's lovely.
Yeah, we would get lots of panels of like Paladin being backhanded out of the sky as he like jumps from a building towards it, and the Kirby craft like swooping around, the helicopter door like popping open as Erstein like grabs him out of thin air.
Yeah, so I imagine that fight was like where we came together. It was,
Okay.
like,
Okay. So that yeah. So you guys didn't trust each other because it's all like, I don't fucking know you weirdos. Creepy, cheerful alien lady. Cool. Okay. So last one then, Paladin.
Yeah.
So all things considered, you did well and impressed an established hero. Who was it?
The hero we impressed was the original Paladin, who is still alive to this day, but not really in fighting form,
Okay.
being like 400 years old.
Fair play. How's he doing that? Or is it a bit of a mystery? And so, are the other paladins alive between him and you?
All of them but one.
Okay. But like within a natural human lifespan, or within like no, they should be dead.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the.
Okay.
So,
So
yeah,
you
they
get
should-
proper ancestor arguments in the household. Good stuff.
Yeah.
During the fight with the Megazord, by saving each other's asses. Okay. Impressed the OG Paladin. Okay. So, now we have to do some relationships, and we have to do influence.
Do you want my answer to that previous question, Finn?
We'll get to that, because we'll do that. We'll do
Okay.
Ben's love and rival. We'll do
Okay.
Keone is going to tell me where you all hang out. And Chris is going to tell me about, something. I'm not entirely sure because we might get through that anyway. So, Ben, relationships. Actually, this is your love and rival section. So, blank is your love. You've opened up to them about the worst parts of your past. Again, this doesn't necessarily mean that you are like, I want to be on this person. But it's yeah. So who is the person that you care about more than anyone else?
I think I care about both of them, don't I?
You do care about them to a degree,
Yeah.
but like you care about them in different ways.
Because the way I was thinking of working the rival, if I could start with the rival, if that's okay.
Hit me. Who is your rival?
I think I'm gonna have Paladin
Okay.
as my rival.
Okie doke. There is a
Because-
place on your character sheet to make a note of this, isn't there?
Yep. I'll write it
You've
in
all
now.
got Jenny's pictures of you all. All right, there's that.
Oh, yay!
So Jenny, you should definitely link those in the chat at some point because Jenny has drawn all of the superheroes in there.
Okay, I should
And
probably
the
like
photo.
put them on something instead of just. Can I just drop things into chat?
Just send them to Johnny. Have him make a Reddit post, and he can.
He's gone out. He's
Fuck.
gone out.
Damn it, Johnny.
It's fine. I'll make a Reddit and then I will put them on the Reddit. So
Good. Okay, so Paladin is your
make a Reddit.
Paladin is your rival. So the relationship here specifically says they tried to control you at a crucial moment. So I think you need to tell us about that crucial moment.
It was during the fight against the robot.
Mm-hmm.
This was pretty much my first time in the city.
Okay.
I briefly visited.
Just
Within
like,
the first
my
fight.
god, this is great! What is this frappuccino? What the fuck is that giant robot?
Yeah, I had a great introduction to the city, but yeah, while we're friends, he treated me as something of I didn't know what I was doing, basically, as a beginner.
Okay.
And
God,
he
you
tried
make me
to
sound like a dick.
direct me in the fight, and I didn't like that.
The thing is, you've been like training to be paladin since you were like able to physically stand up, and the rest of them are like weirdly inexperienced. So like even if you want to do your best, you're going to be an arrogant shit about it sometimes. Like
Yeah.
it's just a way that
Yeah.
you're gonna kind of work, especially if your labels for that sort of superior are high, which I imagine they are as a legacy. Okay, so Paladin is your rival. So yeah, he tried
And
to kind of boss you
It's
about.
a competitive rivalry rather than a nemesis sort of rivalry.
Yeah, no, that's fine. Okay,
I
so
was
killed
not
8
him,
people,
but
you only
I
killed
am
6.
just as good as he is.
fair. Okay, so finally, who is your love?
I think I
And
think
so
it's
this
gonna be,
this relationship specifically says you've opened up to them about the worst parts of your past.
doesn't say that in the rules. 'Cause it doesn't say
Yeah,
that on, like,
that's
full
the
length.
under the relationships section. So if you look kind of across on the other side of the page in the Bull's Heart, there's under backstory. There's the relationships bit. Some blank is your love. You've opened up to them about the worst parts of your past. But you can, and this isn't exclusive. You can tell other people about it, but like this person, you told them and felt that as a distinct "we are closer now" moment, even if they don't necessarily share that view. Because like Jean Grey is Wolverine's love.
I think my love's gonna be Keone.
Keone? Okay. So, right. So both Keone and Paladin, on your character sheets, note down that you have influence over Ursidae. There's a section at the bottom, I believe, to do that. Because the bull is selective about who you let in. You give your love and your rival influence over you, but that's it. Okay. Right. So that's your relationships. So the next one is the legacy. You once got caught doing something that shames your legacy with.
Yeah, so I wrote this backstory as a first-person view, but basically, I was out with my girlfriend at her house. We were just having fun, but my family sees anything outside of our own house as the public.
Right.
So to them, we were out having fun in public.
I see.
At which point we got caught.
That's the
And so when I got back to my house, I was scolded for it and basically told I have caused eternal shame to our family name and our legacy.
Okay. Do you have a name for this girl?
No.
Okay. I need to think of a name. Alliteration is obviously
Clearly important
best.
to you. Clearly very important.
Because we are. This is comic book world, so alliteration is very important. If you wanna take a moment with that, you can tell us in a little bit. So the second part is you trust blank and told them an important secret of your legacy.
Yeah. So I trust Ursidae more than anything and told them the darkest secret of our legacy, like to date.
Okay. Do you want to reveal that to the audience now, or do you want to just whisper it to Ben and leave it?
I already know it. So.
Ben already knows, but I can tell the audience if they want.
Let's hold it a secret for now, because I think it might come up.
Okay.
But just if you could whisper it to me, so I can remember the names and things, that'd be very handy for me.
I think I already.
You've told me the deepest darkest secret of your legacy, but I can't remember where I left it, and I need some names and stuff just to jog my memory. So just send me a
Okay, cool. I'll send you that.
Thank you. Okay, so Ursidae is trusted above all others. The three of you. So the influence for the legacy is you are a part of this team for better or worse, and you care what they think. Give influence to all of your teammates. So everybody note down that you have influence over Paladin. We're doing a lot of bookkeeping to start off with, but hey, it's what happens sometimes. I think we've got some cool stuff. So Keone,
the name for my ex shall just quickly, sorry, will be Jess.
Jess.
It will just be simply Jess.
Okay, good.
She might actually be an ex of mine, so this will really piss her off.
Good. This can only go well.
Brilliant.
Passive aggressiveness live on stream.
Good.
Keone,
She's not watching.
you've been learning about Earth by spending time with blank.
I'm going to spend time with Graviton because she's awesome and I'm very fascinated by her.
Okay.
Like, what is this physics that you do?
Okay, so
Does
you've
it
been
fly like-
Thank you.
you've been learning about Earth life from a sheltered girl who's been a guinea pig for most of her adult life. Good job. Yep. Mm-hmm.
I know things.
just
I have
fascinated.
access to the internet.
Okay.
That's a
So
better choice
Fascinated
than
by
I
this-
would have been.
The other
Different
part-
from me. Most of my waking memory is spent in a forest.
good. Second part, you have a crush on blank, but you keep it under wraps.
Okay, I'm gonna cause drama here. I'm gonna be like, I'm gonna have a crush on Paladin here.
Good.
Just because
Good.
Rama.
God.
Ooh.
Good. Okay. Good stuff. Crush on Paladin. All right. So the influence part is: are you haughty or are you cheerful?
I am a cheerful person.
Okay. So everybody, you get influence over Keone as a result of her being cheerful. And where did I skip over the? I did skip over the Nova. I'm a silly Betty.
I exist.
You do. So you hang out with Blank all the time to blow off steam.
That's gonna be Keone. I hang out with her and tell her about the world.
Yeah.
And
Throw gravity bombs
like
at
this.
things.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah. She doesn't think I'm as weird as everyone else does.
Yes.
She
'cause
thinks I'm cool and exciting.
to
and that's
her,
new.
everyone is weird, and so it's
Yeah.
just like, yeah, cool, okay. And you once hurt someone when you lost control of your powers.
Ooh. I think I'm gonna pick Day
Okay.
No.
because I feel like you can take
Ooh.
it.
Fair. Fair.
Thanks. Yep.
Once upon a time, you hurt Day when you lost control of your powers. We might get into that later. Was that during the big robot fight, or has that been later on? Or has...
I feel like it was probably during the big robot fight. I feel like because I didn't really know these people, I was just like, I don't care.
Did you
Yeah, makes
drop
sense.
the
None of
robot
us are
on her?
used to each other, how we
I-
act.
I maybe did drop the robot on her, yes.
Okay. So finally, is your demeanor that you have a happy facade, or you are locked down?
I think she's happy.
Okay, so everybody take influence over Graviton.
Mhm.
All right. So we have the name of Paladin's ex. We have Graviton. Who was a villain that you had a big fight with and it didn't go so well? Jenny, that's you.
Yes. Sorry.
Big
Yes. Sorry.
Superhero,
I was.
supervillain you had a fight with and it didn't go so well for you.
It was the mad scientist who made the giant robot that we all fought together.
Okay.
I was tracking him down prior to this fight, and I was like, I can take him. He was causing a bit of problems, and I was like, I'll take him. But I did not take him in the end.
Okay.
And then-
Didn't go so hot. Okay.
No.
Sweet. Okay. So do. And the last bit is I think the rest of you want to ask questions. Oh wait, no. So Keone, tell me where the gang hangs out.
I kind of imagined like, so I'm imagining like lots of skyscrapers and having.
It's this Halcyon is like
Halcyon.
massive. It's both like Superman's Metropolis and Batman's Gotham. Like almost like
At the same
joined.
time.
Yeah, no, not at the same time. Like the two of them smushed together, and like so you got like a dividing line, and like some of it is Gotham-esque, some of it is Metropolis-esque. This place is, and it's huge because it is a hub of, for reasons no one understands or cares enough about to investigate. Like it is a hub of metahuman, magical alien attack. Like an alien attack starts at Halcyon City. The aliens don't know why. The people who live there don't know why, but they start there. The metahumans just like people go there because they think that's where metahumans are. More metahumans pop up there than anywhere else. It's the place to be if you're a metahuman. So it's just, and as such, it's huge because every super company who's there has gone like, well, we have access to magic and superpowers, so we are just automatically better than everyone else. Samsung doesn't have a genius who has been able to do quantum computing since he was 2.
But yeah.
So yes.
I kind of imagined like an abandoned top floor, like of a really tall skyscraper with loads of windows, so then we can see what's going on.
Okay.
And I think Keone likes looking out over the city, and she's just like, "What's this?"
So is this like where
Possibly.
Keone squats, but also where the rest of you hang out?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
She doesn't really have a home.
Okay. So like yeah, I think we get the first panel of like the bunch of you there. So this is chilling time. So what do each of you look like while chilling? In my head, Keone is just kind of floating about excitedly because that's what she does. That's her default state, is excited about something. Is that okay?
She likes looking out the window. Like she'll probably just be flying around all over the large window.
Okay, cool.
What she can see.
Graviton. How does Graviton kill time?
She reads. She reads a lot of books. She likes reading fiction books rather than other books, because obviously, like, she had to study a lot as a kid because her mum was a physics professor. So she likes to read sort of escapist fantasy books.
Okay, so we see, and I presume you don't actually hold the books; they float in front of you, and you just turn the page every now and then.
Yeah.
Because why do things with your hands when you have superpowers?
Yeah.
Okay. Paladin and Ursidai, what are you two doing? Is it separate, or are you like playing ping pong or something? Super strength ping pong.
Well,
It's with like
ping pong with a steel ball.
Yeah. Boom, like denting concrete with every hit.
I avoid the windows. I'm not used to tall places. I haven't been anywhere with something taller than 3 before coming to the city, so.
Okay. All right. So yeah,
I'm still getting used to height.
Okay. So we see you all just chilling, and then before we cut to break, the last thing we see is like a news alert comes up on the TV, because you're superheroes, so you have things tuned for like crime burst. Let us know. And it's like emergency report. The Halcyon's downtown mall. The what am I going to call it? The Monument Reclamation Mall is under attack by a small group of supervillains. They had this message for the press, and then like a flickering happens, and we see this girl dressed in like, from the kind of neck down, she's got like a loose-fitting band shirt, like a as in not a band as in like a band, but like a rock band for some like new metal thing, and it hangs off one shoulder, and lots of purples and blacks. Like pair of jeans with like excessive like rips and like 4 belts. But then like the weird parts are that like one of those belts features this giant book hanging off a chain from her hip. She's got like weird jewelry made of like bones and stuff all the way down one arm. And then like her face is covered by this weird like purple mask that looks kind of like the appearance would be like bandages, but they're all like solid like material. And she can't see any hair coming out from underneath it, and it goes entirely around her face. And she's being orbited by these like small little like will-o-wisp fires in like different shades of purple and green. And she stares directly into camera, and you can see like hostages huddling behind her. And she's she stops and goes, "People of Halcyon City, if you want these people back unharmed, we demand that Kid Paladin gets his pretty little ass down here with those people he calls friends. All right?" All right. And then you see her like throw one of the will-o-wisps at the camera, and it explodes, and that's where the lights cut out. And that's where we're going to cut to break. So, we'll be back in 2 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen of the stream, so don't go anywhere, and we're going to actually have a crisis to deal with for these people. So,
Dun.
dun. See you in a sec.